So I want to start by going over iLearn because hopefully it's pretty straightforward. So what I tried to do is I tried to put everything for the next couple of weeks at the top of the page. So the question forum is still here, and it's really helpful to me when you post questions because then I know what's not clear or what needs clarification. And also, if you have any questions, it's a good place to check to see if anybody has already posted a question and gotten a response about things that you were unclear about. So that's still at the top. And then because you're here, I assume you found the links for the different sessions. And I wasn't sure how this was going to play out. I have kind of a sense of the things that I'm going to address on the Monday and Thursday sessions. Friday is going to be more open-ended, more like traditional office hours. So if you want to come in and just ask a question and then leave, that's fine. Like for example, one of the things that I thought I would go over is how for a little later on you'll be having to add your products for the learning outcome projects to a document, and so I was going to do a Zoom meeting on how to do that. So I'm trying to figure out how to use the Monday and Thursday meetings, and then I was going to keep the Wednesday and Thursdays for more individual meetings, or additional sessions if it seems like those are warranted. How does that sound to you guys?
So is class only once a week then on the Zoom?
Yeah, because
Okay.
most of it is going to be self-directed learning. And
Okay.
so, during a service learning class, it's not like I have content to lecture about.
Hmm.
So I will go over things that you let me know that you need me to go over. And again, that's a good way to use the question forum. And if you look at some of the docs where you're uploading assignments, I've also asked a last question. Do you have any questions about, this assignment or and again, I'm trying to give you multiple ways of letting me know the sorts of support that you need.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So, and also the way that I was thinking about the Monday and Thursday classes that are set as Zoom meetings is that I'm not going to be taking roll because I will be screencasting and sharing that. And, I know people's lives are a little bit crazy, and so I'm not going to expect you to be there, especially since they are kind of not content driven sessions. But again, if you are unsure as to how to use some of the technologies that you'll need to complete your lessons, those are the sorts of things I'll be going over. Okay. Okay, so that's the first box. The second box, I have embedded the ebook, and I just wanted to show you a couple of features that you can use to navigate it. So, for example, there is this little drop down menu here. And so, if you happen to know that a slide you want to look at is around slide 11, you can use this to get there quickly. There's also this nifty little pointer, which probably is more useful to me, but it's there. And if you want it to make it full screen, you can click this and it'll make it full screen. Okay. The other thing that I've tried to do is I have the one of the nice things about this ebook, which is basically a glorified PowerPoint, is that I can put links into it. And so these things here for the Zoom meetings are all links. And I have also used the links to create this table of contents, which is another way that you can navigate it. So for example, if you want to look at the weekly reflection and goals doc. This is the link that will take you here. So there are a couple of things that I'm doing in this doc that I want you to understand. So when it says a screenshot, that means that this is just a picture that I've taken. And what it allows me to do is, in some cases, I've annotated the pictures just to add a little bit more explanation. If you want to go to the actual doc, it is usually linked at the top of the page. So anytime you see screenshots, that means that this is a picture and you can't type into it and enter information into it. Okay, to do that, you'll have to click the links. The other things that I put in are some things are titled FYI, and that's just very much for your information. I'm not expecting you to view the videos, but if you're curious about some of the things that I'm doing, I've provided the FYI links to give you a little bit more background. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I decided to use this ebook document because, one, it allowed me to embed both links and video. My daughter just came in and bothered me. Sorry about that. And it allows me to kind of keep adding to it as the semester goes along. So my expectation is that from time to time you would check back here, and also that you would go here to find more information about assignments. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the ebook? Again, if you think of it later, I'll be going over in a little bit the different parts, the schedule and the assignments and the documents. But right now I just want to give you an overview of iLearn and how to negotiate some of the things. Okay, so that's that. And then the last thing, or the last box that I've created for the last couple of weeks is this assignment box. And I have tried to, in this box, provide a quick and easy place for you to see what you will need to do in order to successfully complete this semester. So hopefully most of these things that you've done, my SLP, if you have not, the link is there once you click on this. And, oh, maybe I didn't. I thought I had. But for this one, you'll have to actually go to my SLP. And if you need the link, it's down here. And register your placement. For those of you who have not turned in your learning agreement, that's what the second assignment box is for. And this is for you to upload your activity and timesheet. One of the things that I'm asking you to do before you upload it is to calculate your hours. Okay. Are there any questions about the service learning documentation? And I've tried to put due dates for all the assignments, and the due dates are also on the course schedule, which we'll talk about when I go more in depth on the ebook. But are there any questions about these things?
Do you have a list of like who has and hasn't turned in the learning agreement? Because I honestly can't remember if I turned mine in or not.
Okay, so the way that you will know is if you turned it in a while ago, I have gone through and graded that. So
Like
if
the
you
grade
turn,
book?
yes, yes. So
Okay.
if you turned in a hard copy, look at your grade. If it's a 0, that means I did not get a hard copy. I haven't had a chance to go through and grade the ones that have been submitted, but I'll do that soon.
Okay.
But yeah, I have graded all the hard copies that I received.
Okay.
I have a question about the evaluation forms from the teachers. Are those going to be required?
No, those are not required. And the reason for that is because everything ended so suddenly. At least from my perspective, it seems unreasonable to ask you to get something from a teacher when they are probably scrambling to try to figure out how to run their classes online and things like that. So those are not required. And that's why you don't see that listed here.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a question about the timesheet. What if we have a signature on the very bottom, but not individual days? Should I contact our teacher?
No, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Again, more latitude given the situation. Okay. Any other questions about service learning? Okay, and so these are links to Google Forms. And one of the things that Google Forms allows you to do now is to submit a file. And the reason why this is really nice is that all of this information gets imported into a spreadsheet for me. And also the files that you submit get put into a Google folder, which keeps things nice and organized. And so this first one is for your bullet journals. And again, I've tried to lay it out in a way that makes it clear what you need to be turning in. So the three things for the bullet journal are either a screenshot or a scan of your index. Choose one field observation. And again, you can turn it in as a document, PDF, or an image. And then choose one of the in-class reflections that you did to submit. Okay. Are there any questions about the bullet journal, what I'm looking for you to submit, or how to submit the information?
What time is the deadline? I know it says the 26th, but at what time?
Pretty close to midnight.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so all of these are the same sort of thing. They are the same sort of Google Docs. And I broke these out to make it clear how many weekly reflections I'm going to be looking for. And let's see. Okay. So one of the things that I'm doing here, somebody, maybe it was Michelle, had a question. What if you don't have enough information to really do a child study presentation? And so that's why there's an option to do the substitution. So what I'm asking here is for you to let me know which one you're doing. Are you still planning on doing the child study presentation? Or are you planning on doing the substitution, which is a learning outcome project with one product? And for this learning outcomes, the learning outcomes that you can choose from are the California standards for the teaching profession. So again, this is just where you're letting me know your intentions, and when you are ready to upload your presentation, you'll do that here. And if you are intending to do the child studies substitution, you would upload your contract below. Okay, any questions about that?
Is the child study presentation just the first reflection, or is it the entire presentation?
It's the entire presentation. And so the way that you can see what that is to go, I'm in the ebook, and then I am these are the instructions for the child study presentation. Took this from the original child study assignment, and it was also on ilearn, and I just cut and pasted it. The one thing that I did remove is the reflection part, because that was really supposed to be reflections on the feedback and questions that you got after making your presentation in class.